Aloha, this is Jonathan, or maybe I should say ni hao, because today we're going to walk through the Chinese Tarot deck. This is by US Game Systems, and it says the traditional Chinese paintings offer vibrant interpretations of the major or minor arcana. Jui Guoliang skillfully blends archetypal elements of ancient Chinese literature, legend, and culture with subtle tarot symbolism. So I believe this is the Empress, and obviously King of Coins. And it says Chinese Tarot by Jui Guoliang. Typical tuck box. I actually got this for myself as a birthday present, I want to say 4 years ago now, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Oh look, still have the card in there. Yeah, I got it for myself at Tenzin Momo Herbal Apothecary and Perfumery and Pike Place Market in Seattle, Washington. So let's see, I forget when this deck was originally printed. 1989, and then this copy I believe is the 2013 copy. Yeah, I'm going to keep this book handy because a lot of them, I mean, they have the same names, but the little write-up, I mean, they have the divinary meaning and the reverse meaning, but the little write-up is talking about what each of the figures are in Chinese folklore and literature. So keep the handy just in case, although I might just go through without explaining who all the different figures are, because some people will immediately love this deck and other people will want nothing to do with it. So as we know, everyone has their own tastes and flavor in tarot. So it has typical cards, intro cards. These are the backs. I think they're stunning with that red and gold. And then another little tag card. Great mercy, great compassion is what those characters mean. Here we have the Fool. And it's a typical good US Games cardstock. Kind of pretty high gloss, but still usable. So here we have the Fool. The Magician. Looks like the High Priestess is a monkus. Monkus? That's not a word. A female monk. An abbot. Abbot? I cannot talk right now. Here we have the Empress. The Emperor. I just noticed here, so I think Jui Guolang is the artist, because it says here, text by Stuart Kaplan. So here, instead of the Hierophant, we have Heavenly Master. The Lovers. The Chariot. Looks like he's riding a dragon. Strength. Well, that's a tiger. Here we have the Hermit. Of course, the Hermit has a servant to carry his belongings for him. I don't see a lantern. I love this Wheel of Fortune because you have the elemental direction creatures, you know, the Phoenix for South. So by the way, in Chinese maps and Chinese thought, south is the top, north is the bottom, right? justice. Fiery justice. Just out of curiosity, let's see who that is. So, that's Wei Tao is a bodhisattva in Buddhism, a soul whose compassion is such that it postpones complete enlightenment and retains a personality in order to help bring others to enlightenment. Wei Tao is depicted in full armor with a spear as a defender of Buddhist principles. And then instead of the hanged man, we have hanging ghost. Kind of a sad image, is it not? In ancient China, being treated badly with no recourse to justice was a reason for suicide. The hanging ghost is the soul of a person who was wronged. It exhorts people to be kind to one another. So kind of, changes the meaning of the hanged man a little bit. Here we have Death, who is Yama. Portrayed on Death is the ruler of the Buddhist hell. The soul that passes before him is not doomed to stay in hell forever, but will pass through various trials before being reincarnated as a human or animal. I could read for each one of these because a lot of it's very alien to Westerners, but if you've ever studied any Chinese thought, you might recognize some of the characters. So here in Temperance, we have a monk prays in a temple. Buddhist nuns and monks began monastic life by shaving their heads and making 9 burns on their scalp with joss sticks. The bell behind him is rung to mark periods of prayer and meditation, and it symbolizes stillness and veneration. Just for that, got my cat's attention. So, here we have the devil. A horse-headed demon and a bull-headed demon hold chains and a spear with which to torment the souls during their trials in hell. The horse-headed demon is also associated with the thunderbolt, the blow of which is like Buddhist doctrine, which dispels illusion and wickedness. So the meanings are definitely a little different, and you definitely need to have the little book to look it up when you're reading, but it's a very profound deck, I find. Here we have the tower, and it's interesting too because you don't see it from the bottom with figures falling, you see it from the top with a tower struck by the god of thunder and the goddess of lightning. The cock-headed god is winged and wields a mallet and chisel and stands on drums. He kills the unrighteous, assisted by the lightning goddess who flashes light to blind the victim. Yeah. So if I read each one, we're going to be here forever. So I think I'm just going to start going through. If you are interested, everything is in the Little White Book. Because it's U.S. games, the book, there's no multiple languages. It's just the English all the way through, and you get a total of, let's see, and then of course the typical 10-card spread. Of course the layout's a little different here, isn't it? It's a total of 30 pages. Here we have the star. The moon holding the rabbit, the rabbit and the moon story from China. The sun. That's an interesting image because it corresponds to that legend of there being too many suns and a god. I think it was a god. Okay. I want to look this one up. I know I said I wasn't going to do it anymore, but I just love these. A Chinese legend relates that in ancient times there were 9 suns in the sky. Scorched by the suns, earth was almost bare and lifeless. Hon Yi, husband of the moon goddess, took his bow and arrow and shot down 8 of the 9 suns. With only 1 sun in the sky, earth was saved. Instead of judgment, we have Confucius. No one's more judging than Confucius, is he? Here we have the universe, Kuan Yin. Ace of staves. Two of staves. Three of staves. Kung Fu Master. Four of staves. I love how he's balancing 2 on 2 like that. It's all about balance, stability. Here we have the 5 of staves. Very appropriate for a bunch of scholars to be arguing over the meaning of this scroll. 6 of staves. 7 of staves. 8 of staves. I love that it's a Kung Fu teacher taking his students through, and it's 4 students with 8 staves, through their Kung Fu lesson. 9 of staves. 10 of staves. I Ching on the rope there. Here we have Page of staves. Knight of staves. Queen of staves. I love the peacock fan here. And she's leaning on a dragon-headed staff. And King of staves. Here we have the Ace of cups. Two of cups. That's a poet writing poetry about the moon. 3 of cups. 4 of cups. 5 of cups. Someone's been a little naughty, huh? Or maybe they're just in a rundown restaurant. In their cups a little much. 6 of cups. Oh, the memories of great cups past. Here we have the 7 of cups. Dreaming of all these different cups full of different types of food. Although some of it's food, some of it's gold and jewels and red coral. Here we have the 8 of cups. I do not like this restaurant. I go to the next one. 9 of cups. 10 of cups. 8 of cups. I love that bamboo outside. 9 of cups. Queen of cups. These cranes are beautiful. Looks like she's in the middle of a dance too. King of cups. Ace of swords. Two of swords. The weeping willow behind her. 3 of swords. She's fleeing and stopping that knife from hitting her, I guess. I could look it up, but I'd have to be looking up all of them. And I'd turn this into like 2-hour long video. 4 of swords. 5 of Swords, Six of Swords. It's a gorgeous image. 7 of Swords. Kind of reminds me of more of that 5 of Staves energy, you know. They're all fighting. 8 of Swords. 9 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Not your typical 10 of Swords image, is it? Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to look up anymore, but sometimes just gotta. It's because it's so not typical image, is it? 10 of Swords. A Taoist priest launches an attack with 10 magical swords. Has the same meaning, like the divinatory meaning is still ruin, pain, affliction, mental anguish, desolation, misfortune, disappointment. So, I mean, it still has the same meanings. It's just, I love that there's so much more depth, and you can learn a lot about Chinese culture and legends just by learning this deck. Here we have the Page of Swords. Oh, sounds like the neighbors are doing some yard work. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Ace of Coins. 2 of Coins. 3 of Coins. 4 of Coins. It's a cute 4 of Coins card, I must say. Here we have the 5 of Coins. I guess he's getting overwhelmed by his debt. 6 of Coins, counting his money. 7 of Coins. 8 of Coins. It looks like they're smelting coins. Oh yeah, they're making coins. Typical for 8 of Coins, duh. 9 of Coins. So in ancient China, their coins were usually strung on string like that. So here we have the 10 of Coins. Sorry for that noise in the background. Page of Coins. Knight of Coins. Queen of Coins. And King of Coins. And that was the Chinese Tarot. Let me know if you have it, what you think. Do you know much about Chinese mythology and legend? Does that help you with reading these cards? I know for myself, I tend to keep looking back at the card, or at the book here, just so I can like read about the legend that's portrayed in the card itself. I mean, most of the meanings are still the same as the RWS system, but I just love that extra layer of Chinese myth and legend. Wow, they're getting louder out there. Okay. I better end it here. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and aloha. Oh wait, let's say it in Chinese. It's 再见. I probably just mangled it and said diarrhea instead of thank you, but aloha.